Yo guys, Jonathan here, and if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson decided to become best friends with a Chromebook, here is what would happen. This is the brand new Samsung Chromebook Pro, Pro being the keyword, and that raises the question of, is this the most powerful Chromebook ever? Before I hop in though, huge shout out to Samsung for not only sending this my way early, but for also sponsoring this video. Right out of the box, without a doubt, this thing screams premium. Normally, great build quality and Chromebooks are not two things you would throw together in the same sentence, but with this, it is a completely different story. This is a Chromebook with a full metal design that not only looks great, but it feels great as well. So this Chromebook Pro is rocking a 12.3-inch display with a resolution of 2400 by 1600, and that is a 3:2 aspect ratio for anyone curious. Honestly, one of the biggest surprises for me is how nice this display is. It is miles better than any Chromebook I've used prior. You get twin USB-C ports so you can get on that USB-C life, and what's cool with these is they're actually dual function. So you can charge through either port or connect something like an external USB-C SSD and extend that storage. If external SSDs aren't your thing, however, do not worry because there is also a micro SD card slot. You also get a 720p front-facing webcam, which is something strangely enough the current 12-inch MacBook does not have. And this is gonna ensure that you don't look like a potato to grandma on those Skype calls. Now, as far as what is powering this Chromebook Pro, inside you get an Intel Core M3 processor clocked at 2.2 GHz and 4 GB of RAM. Now, speaking of that M3 processor, if you're curious, that is actually the biggest difference between the new Chromebook Pro and Chromebook Plus. And what that should do with that extra power is to allow us to multitask super smoothly. Right now, I got some Google Doc action open. Shout out to the MKBHD Dream Desk. And I'm gonna instantly hop back and forth between apps. We got Adobe Draw open. And just for reference, I did not draw that. You're gonna see how terrible my skills are momentarily. And beyond multitasking, as we hop over to a game, that is actually one of the coolest things about this Chromebook Pro. You're not gonna just play games like you would on Facebook. These are actually pretty intensive games, full on Android apps. So here we have Asphalt 8, and disclaimer, I am not sure what is worse, my gaming or drawing abilities, but we will see both shortly. Initially, upon first impressions, I gotta say, the thing that stands out most to me with this is it doesn't feel like I'm playing on a Chromebook. Everything is responsive, I move the keys, the car reacts. There's no lag, the graphics look fantastic, and in terms of being able to multitask and game, so far it definitely passes that test. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, maybe I don't wanna play with keys, what do I do then? That is where the 2-in-1 comes into play. So instantaneously, I'm gonna go from using my keyboard, and this is actually much easier. I kinda realized I suck big time with keys, and maybe now I have a chance to win this race. But you can see how seamless that was. I just popped it shut, and here I am. Now, even though at its core, this is a Chromebook through and through, it does have a few surprises up its sleeve. For one, if you hadn't caught it yet, this is actually a 2-in-1, and what that means, you can instantly switch between laptop and tablet mode, and by itself, yeah, that is super cool, but it's really when you combine it with these next two features that takes it to another level. First up, if you look closely, to the naked eye, that might look like a button, but if you press it, out comes a stylus. Immediately when popping the stylus out, I am greeted with some stylus tools, so I have the option to capture the region, capture the screen, start a new note, put it in laser pointer mode, or magnifying glass mode. For some unknown reason though, I'm feeling like I'm gonna go into advanced mode and maybe hop into Adobe Draw. Again, I wish I could take credit for that amazing Spider-Man drawing, but that is not me, so we will see what happens. Do I know how to draw anything? That is not Mickey Mouse. This is not Mickey Mouse, by the way. I am stating this clearly. It is not Mickey Mouse. That actually kind of looks like Mickey Mouse. Whoa, maybe not. I think where I'm gonna run into problems is the body, so I'm gonna end it with a classic stick figure, and voila. So while my artistic abilities may not be the best, I think what's more important is the stylus actually feels really good, it's responsive, and if you actually can draw, unlike me, you can do some seriously cool stuff with this. Now, as far as apps, the way this is able to run those is you actually get access to everything in the Google Play Store. So with that, you can run full-on Android apps. Simple things like Slack, Skype, Instagram, things you would normally do on your phone. But on top of that, as you saw earlier, you now have access to full-on Android mobile gaming, and that's something you could not do with prior Chromebooks in the past. So all in all, when you combine that power with that portability and that flexibility, all those together kind of make the perfect combination for a fantastic multi-purpose device. Whether you got it in laptop mode and you're getting work done out at the coffee shop, or at the very least pretending to, or you're kicking back on the couch playing games in tablet mode, this has you covered. With this, you're getting everything you've come to know and love with Chromebooks, free updates, fantastic battery life, but more importantly, and especially with the Pro, more power than ever. Aside from that, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did and you were feeling like being awesome, make sure to smash that like button. If you're interested in checking this out, I will have a link down below. This is Jonathan, and I will catch you guys later.